I'm going to show you today, you can use it to make money even with your already existing skill, or you can decide to render this skill as a service and still make more money, or you can decide to use it for your business, because there's going to be a shift in your mind after this session already. So what is a sales funnel? A sales funnel mirrors the paths your prospects take to become customers. It describes discrete stages of the customer journey from first touch point to when you close the deals. A sales funnel starts with a large number of potential buyers at the top based on certain criteria. I'm going to explain. This pool of potential buyers is reduced to a fewer numbers of prospects. Towards the middle of the journey, the number of prospects reduces to a handful of opportunities. And after the decision-making stage, the sales funnel process ends with a closed one or a closed loss deal. What I've just read in simple English is that a sales funnel is the path your prospect, somebody who doesn't know anything about your business, takes to becoming your customers. It is the stages and the journey that you take them through. And the beautiful thing is that a sales funnel starts with a larger chunk, just like the way a funnel is. You can see the funnel here, right? You see that the funnel at the top, it is very wide. But as it begins to come down, it begins to reduce. How can I reach plenty people, and how can I now stream it down to get the people that I want? This webinar, the free webinar that I promoted, is one way that you could do that. That I have done that. The next level of people that I'm having a touch point with is everybody that is in this webinar today. You see, the numbers have reduced. Eventually, from here, we are going to now go even smaller from the numbers that we currently have. That is what a funnel is. Some of you don't have that. No. Before I give examples and keep going on, let me explain further so you understand what I'm trying to say. So what is a funnel not? I've told you what a funnel is. What is a sales funnel not? A sales funnel is not just a bunch of pages. Not just where you move from one page to another page to another page. Some of you think that a sales funnel is just, when you register for the free webinar, you got the WhatsApp message or you got the email, and then now you landed on the webinar. That's the only thing that a funnel could be. That's not the only thing a funnel could be. That's the problem a lot of people have, and that's why they don't make money in their businesses, and that's why they don't make money with their skills. What I'm going to show you today, you can use it to make money even with your already existing skill, or you can decide to render this skill as a service and still make more money, or you can decide to use it for your business, because there's going to be a shift in your mind after this session. What a funnel is not just the bunch of pages. A funnel is not just the registration pages, the emails that you send, the landing pages, all those things. That is a funnel, but that's not the only thing. It is way beyond that. You say that a funnel is a path that your prospect takes to become customers. It means that the path can be anything, and if we say the path has from the top of the funnel, the path is very wide, it means that path can be everywhere. So wherever your customer can get in contact with your business, whatever touch point, right, that a potential customer can get in contact with your business is a sales funnel process. So I'm not just here to teach you about how to build the technical side, to build the pages, to do all that. I'm not teaching you how to build the pages. I am teaching you the strategy side and the psychology side of things. If you're able to understand the strategy and the psychology side of things, building the pages is not going to be the problem. And so whatever thing I'm telling you is not just something I learned from a course. It is something that I have applied, implemented, failed at it, got better at it, got results from it, even for my clients. So I am not just spilling whatever I like to you. I am telling you facts. All right? So whatever thing I'm telling to you, you have to hold on to it. And if you're wondering, this lady is because you have all this certification, that is why it looks all good for you. That's not true. I studied biochemistry as an undergraduate. How someone who studied biochemistry and now doing marketing, talking about funnels, it means that anybody can actually learn this, know how to do it well. You don't have to have a background in any of this area. All right? So this is an excerpt from my 10 weeks program. I took this from my 10 weeks program And I brought it here because I want to teach you guys and give you everything that you need to get started for free. All right? So, a funnel takes people through a series of stages. In a very simple term, you can see different frameworks here. Don't worry, I will explain them. We have 3 frameworks on the screen here that you can see. In fact, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's start with this one that is here. AIDA model. How many of you have seen this model before? Awareness, interest, desire, action. So awareness is where the person doesn't know about your brand at all. They've not seen you before. They've not heard anything about you. They're just getting to know you for the first time. Interest is where they've now seen you. They are sort of like interested. They might have even, signed up for one of your freebies or make inquiries about your offers, but they are just there. Desire is when they're like, oh, I think I'm ready. This thing is really something that I want. Then it might be that, oh, what is stopping them is they're not ready right now, or they don't have the finances and they're saving up to take action. Action is when they now actually take the real action to now buy your product or buy your service. Now, this is AIDA, but this is actually limited. This model is limited. That is why we have these other ones on the left. AICDAR. So if you see AIDA, I added CRR to it. AICDAR is an expanded version of the AIDA model. And I'm going to explain it and how it ties to funnel. How does it concern funneling? And how can you start doing funneling differently? So A is awareness, as you can see. I is interest. Now, between interest and desire, there is something called consideration, right? Awareness is when somebody sees your thing or your brand for the first time. I'm going to give you an example. You're just scrolling on Instagram and you just saw my ad for the first time. So many of you here, the ad for this class is the first time you saw anything about me. That's awareness, right? You've not seen anything about me before. Some of you might be my social media content. That is awareness. Then we have interest. Interest is where you now say, okay, this person, this thing that this person is talking about interests me. You can now follow the person. Maybe you now followed me on social media, right? That's interest. You followed me, or you say, oh, let me register for this free class. Okay, it's a free class. Let me even see what's there. That's interest. Nothing has happened yet. You've not given me your money. You just followed me on social media, or you joined my free stuff. You're waiting to hear from me and see more of me. Now, consideration is now where I send you reminders. You keep seeing my content, and I'll be like, okay, let me even attend this class. You're not considering, like, let me attend this class and see what's there. Or, oh, let me keep paying attention to this person's content. That's consideration. Now you're not paying attention to what I am doing to see how it can fit or solve your problem. Now we have D, that's decision. Decision is where you might be like, oh, after you attended the free class, you're like, I think I want to be here. I am ready to be here. Or you've been following me, you're like, I need to work with this lady. I need to work with this person. I need to make a decision. Then the next one is action. Action is now where you say, oh yeah, take my money. Take all my money, oh, take all my money, oh. That's where you now say, take my money. That's action. Then we have retention. Retention is where after I take your money for the first time, I take your money again for the second time, and I keep taking your money. Then we have the final one, which is referral, where you will now start talking about me. Like, oh, Elo, how is this? Is that? Oh my God, Elo is good. Come and learn from her. Anything I put out, even if you don't have the money to pay, you will be sending people my way. You'll be sharing it on your status. You'll be talking about me wherever you find yourself. So this is the expanded version of AIDA. The AIDA is limited. It compacted a lot of things. Now I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand even better. This is what a funnel actually is. AICDAR is what a funnel is. I'm going to give you guys real life example using myself, and I will use some of your businesses that you've already mentioned. Awareness. I've already explained awareness using myself. You saw my things and you followed me on Instagram. You saw my ad, you enter my freebie. Interest, you registered or you followed me. Consideration, you're not considering to pay for my stuff. Decision, you've decided to pay. Action, you swipe your card. Now, retention is after you pay for one of my course, later I do another course or I do another program, you are willing to pay again because you know that you can get value. If you are here and you have bought my course more than once or you've paid for my things more than once, drop in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Everything that I'm doing to you has been strategically planned. It didn't happen by chance. That's the difference between just running your business and actually building a strategy around it. That's what funneling is about. You make it strategic. Now, referrals, I know a lot of people that talk about me. If you are here and you share my stuff without me even asking you, or if I ask you, you will do it. That's referral because you know that you've gotten value from this person, and then you keep referring this person to anybody that cares to listen. So let's use the person who run a dispatch business. You run a dispatch business, you have dispatch riders, right? And how can you move your customers through the AICDAR model? Yes, your customers are business owners, practically people who want to ship things, who want to sell things, and they are mostly business owners. At least, let's say majority of your customers are business owners. Then the other percentage are just individuals that want to send parcels across interstate or within the city, right? So awareness, if you are thinking as a funnel person, you are asking yourself, how can I get in front of many people? Awareness majorly is focused on traffic. Traffic is how do I reach as many people as possible? So if you're able to ask yourself that question, as somebody who work with business owners, should I tell you ways that you can do that? Should I tell you ways? One of them is social media content. Second of them is where can you see plenty business owners? Trade fairs. Trade fairs. Find a way to partner with trade fairs within your cities or within the places where you offer your services, your delivery services, to get in front of a lot of people. Register for the trade fair, print flyers. If you can partner with the trade fair guys and let them know that, okay, we're going to be your official delivery guys for all the business owners in this trade fair. And instead of, let's say, usually you charge 5,000 per delivery within the state, you can do a flat rate of 2,000. Do you know the beautiful thing about the awareness stage? That is not the stage where you make money. The awareness stage is not the stage where you make money. That's the stage where you get in front of a lot of people. Create social media content, viral content around things that business owners struggles with when it comes to delivery. What are some of the common things? And what is your business trying to solve? That's just some practical ways that I'm giving you now. How can you get in front of more people? Run advertising to attract business owners. What kind of ads can you run? Instead of you to just run ads and say, oh, come and we ship to different states and all of that. No, don't just do that. You need to do something that will make a lot of people to show interest in what you're doing. And what could that be? You could offer a flat rate, like a very cheap flat rate for everybody. Let them come in contact. Let them use your business. You can put a timeline from January 21st to let's use February. From February 2nd to February 5th, we are giving you, wherever you are delivering to within Benin, within Lagos, 2,000 naira, right? Run ads on that offer and you'll get a lot of people. That's how you get a lot of people into your pipeline. Now, interest. I'm trying to show you different ways to tell you that awareness stage is not only just the stage where you don't make money. You can still make money in the awareness stage. But most times, the awareness stage is not where you make the profit. Yes. The awareness stage is not where you make the profit. People can still pay you, but it will be something that even if they are paying you, it will be low risk for them. Now, in the same example that I'm using, interest will now be, okay, everybody have now, let them fill a form or put them in a WhatsApp group. Let them fill a form, put them in a WhatsApp group. Or another thing you can do is you can do a mass webinar for business owners. Business owners who are vendors, do a mass webinar. Get somebody that is an expert that can teach vendors. Do a mass webinar for vendors. How can vendors do this? Bring them in. Let them come for the webinar. The person that we teach the vendors how to sell, how to maximize profit. And then in the webinar, they talk about your deliveries company service as the person that is sponsoring this training. Like, oh, this company cares about business owners. We are not just here to deliver your packages. We are here to make sure that you win. One of those ways is this webinar that we are giving to you for free to empower you. So if you want to deliver your stuff, you can use us to deliver. And from that webinar, you can now filter them down, give them an offer and say, if you use us to deliver within this period and this period, you can get this offer. That's another way to get a lot of people and to build interest. Let's move to consideration. We talked about awareness and interest. Consideration is now when on that webinar or when you get the people to key into your flat rate offer, put them in a WhatsApp group. Remember now, this is the difference between somebody who is strategic and somebody who is not. As somebody who thinks strategically and you are thinking about sales funnels, you will never do anything without gathering data. You will never do anything without gathering data. Don't just put the offer out there and I say, oh, send us a DM only. Or just, if you are interested, send us a DM. No. Join the WhatsApp group. Give us your number and your email address because you will follow up on those people. That is the difference between somebody who is strategic with their funnel process and somebody who is not. So for the delivery service, for example, if you're using the webinar option, say, oh, we're doing a free webinar for vendors so that they can sell, you bring somebody on board to teach vendors, right? Create a registration page or a group where you can get their numbers, you can get their emails, so that even after the webinar, you can send them a message on WhatsApp, send them an email, and tell them, thank you for coming to the webinar. I hope you learned a lot. Remember, we can help you ship your products across states, across interstate or within the state, for this amount. And you have, because you attended the webinar, you have a 10% discount for the next 1 week. That is somebody who is strategic. That is somebody who is doing funnel. Now, if that thing will be happening, you will think that you're just doing it. People will think that you're just doing it. You don't know what you're doing. You have planned everything. That's how you move them from awareness to interest to consideration. Decision is now when they're not saying, should I try these people? So in the decision phase, you want to make sure that every barrier, everything that will make them not want to take action is taken away. Every barrier in the sense of, is it going to be, what if I'm only sending one product? What is the delivery timeline? How long will it take for you to deliver? You will take away all those barriers. Like, the typical delivery company takes 2 to 3 business days to deliver. We can do 2 business days. Don't lie. Make sure you promise what you can do. We can do 2 business days. Because that decision phase is a thin line between where they can say, what if these people now did not deliver on time? If they do this free thing now, will they really get it to this person? Will my item not get missing? That's where you start handling all those objections. You can handle those objections by the messages you send to them or on the webinar or through your content or social media and let them know. Then once you're able to handle all those objections and take away every risk possible, then you now move them to the action. They take action. That's action. After they take action, it doesn't stop there. You have to make sure that you deliver on the promise you gave to them from AICD. You deliver on it very well, make them happy, and then you're able to retain them. They'll keep using you again. Naturally, once you're able to retain a customer, naturally they move to referral. But if you want to be even more strategic about the referral, you now tell them to say, when you refer somebody, you get XYZ, you get 10%, you get 5% bonus when you refer somebody. That is a simple funnel process for a delivery company. Now, let me bust your head. This thing that I've just explained, you can use it for your social media processes as well. For your social media content, you can use it. What do I mean? When you are creating content, make sure your content covers awareness, interest, consideration, decision, action, retention, and referral. How can you use your social media content to do that? A delivery company, awareness content is where people are just getting to know you So that awareness content is where you are creating content around how your business operates. How does your delivery company solve problems for business owners? What are the states that you function in? Showing, your bikes and the areas that you work in, your price list, creating content around the struggle that vendors face when it comes to delivery companies. That's awareness. Then interest. Your interest in terms of content is where you're not creating content where you're asking them to take action. You give them like sweet offers, sweet deals. Like from time to time, you can do sweet deals and sweet offers in your content. Like, oh, for 24 hours, for 48 hours, for 72 hours, we are doing this for people who are going to be using us within these locations. Consideration and decision phase is where you will not be answering objection. Like, oh, what is that thing that will make them not use your company? Start answering those objections. What is your delivery timeline? What is your refund policy like? Do you help people collect money? Like, do you help vendors collect money from customers for people who are selling to people that won't pay on delivery? Do you solve that problem? Do you have a warehouse where you can store their goods? Those are things you start answering through your content. Action is now where you're telling them to take action. Like, you tell them, we have this offer. These are the states that we run. These are the states that we operate. These are the things that we operate. Take action. This is how you can take action. Send us a DM or send us an email or do this or do that. Retention, again, is natural. If you do a good job, you can easily retain people. You cannot force retention. Then once you're able to retain, referral is two ways. It's either they will naturally start talking about you or you can ask them for it. So that is what the AICDAR is all about. AICDAR. And that's how an actual funnel works. Now you see that in everything that I have said, landing pages, email automation, it's not the only thing that's a funnel. Those are parts of a funnel. They are like the tools that you will use to build a funnel, but that's not the only thing that a funnel is. When you register for this class, you landed on the registration page. After the registration page, you got you got WhatsApp messages, you got emails, and then you are here. That's a funnel, but that's just the stages, the processes. But that's not the only thing that is a funnel, because I've even prepared more things for you guys in terms of that funnel. I created content on social media. I did other things, sent emails, did other things. All of those things that have been pre-planned are all funnels. So you have to start thinking beyond just that. So even as a graphic designer, you can start thinking awareness. How do I get a lot of people in my funnel, which is the widest part? As a graphic designer, what can I do to get so many people into my funnel? You can do a design sprint. The graphic designer that I'm working with today, as I've started working with him since 2022, this year makes it 3 years. Guess how I started working with him? What he does, then when I do a design, this guy will go to my page, take my design, redesign it, send it to my DM. Sometimes I'll say, oh, thank you, I won't use it because I don't want anyone to come and drag me and say, use my design, did not pay me. He will excuse me, he will just send it to me for free. That's a way to reach wide people in your funnel. He will send it to me for free. The day that I was ready to get a designer, you do what? I was already aware of him. I didn't go out to look for anybody. I was like, oh, what's that graphic designer's handle? Oh, that's always sending me my design in my DM. I went to look for him. That's awareness. Awareness help people help you stay top of mind in the mind of people. You need to be in their faces. So many of you see my ad, so maybe you could have even swear for me by now. That's awareness. And then my content keep maybe getting in your For You page. People are sharing it on their stories. You keep seeing like, what is it about this lady? What is it about this person? That's awareness. I'm getting in the eyes of so many people as I can, as I possibly can. Then as I'm doing that, interest, I'll not start streamlining. So interest, I'm now building interest based on the offers that I'm giving you, based on the things that I'm talking about, based on the free classes that I'm offering to you. That's how I start building interest.